My name is Liz. One of my children is Sam. And Sam and I both have always felt that we had a connection with the paranormal world because we both have had experiences since a very young age. So in October of 2011, we set out on our first overnight ghost hunt, which was at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia. It's a Kirkbride building. It's absolutely beautiful and lots of activity. So on our first trip, we only had one digital recorder, one digital camera, and a poor excuse for an 8mm video camera. So on that trip, we only took about 18 pictures because we wasted a lot of time with that video camera, which didn't do us any good at all. Got no video. But with the recorder, we got a lot of really good EVPs, somewhere in the neighborhood of 80. So I'm going to share some of those with you, and I hope you enjoy. So on the 4th floor, I saw a black shadow in a room, so we went into that room. And in that room, we got some intelligent conversation. We also had some physical confrontation with our tour guide, which we captured. And this is what happened.
Wind, like dust all over the floor here. Could you just try to move some of it around? Really appreciate it. Cool.
While we were walking from one area to another, we got a couple more really good EVPs, and pretty amazed at the intelligence of these spirits. So listen to this. This is pretty cool.
Were you right there in front of me for a moment? Can you touch this in my hand and make the lights come on? Are you here with us still? We're walking into the love room. In the dark.
Cracky toes. That's just amazing. That's just so cool that the spirit, knew we were going to step on that and make that crackly noise before we even knew we were going to step on it. Cracky toes. Blows my mind. Later that night, we were down on the 1st floor. We were not quite all the way down to the Civil War area, but we were on the 1st floor on that side. And there was this one bathroom that was really creepy. And we went in there, and this is what happened when we were in there briefly and left there. And as you can tell, we were a little bit freaked out. Sam actually didn't feel good at one point, a lot of nausea, and just really overall didn't feel very well for a few minutes after that.
Do you feel how angry that bathroom is? Yeah. Should we ask for closure if there's anything in it? Yes. Everybody's probably staying out of this room. My ear's really cold, like it feels like it's wet cold. I know. That's what I feel really soon. You're cool. I'm right here with you.
And then, of course, when you listen to everything, there's always random EVPs here and there. So here's just a couple of random EVPs that were, throughout our audio recordings. After we reviewed a lot of our audio and then, we looked at the pictures, we got some cool pictures, I think. One of which we thought was just an orb, but you know, you look at it, and then a couple months later you look at it again, and then a couple weeks later you look at it, and then next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, is that a face in the window? And then you're like, whoa, maybe it's more than one face. I think there's a couple of faces there. So you decide for yourself. But I think it's a pretty cool orb. I don't think it's a dust particle. I think it's definitely something. And yeah, there's, I think, quite a few faces in that window if you take a good look at it. And then, of course, there was the hallway that scared me. And I didn't know why until I found this EVP and this picture, which is pretty cool.